What's up everybody? This is Daddy James from Daddy James Films, and I am doing an update to a previously recorded video I made. I've been dealing with the problem with my drone. And oh, by the way, I hope you like some of these video clips here. These are some drone shots that I did of the Shawnee Park in Dunbar. And man, this park looks really nice. But anyhow, back to the video. I've been having some issues with my drone. I've been having a problem with the controller, the drone's controller, connecting to my phone. And oh, before I forget to mention, the controller is a Wi-Fi controller. Those controllers is what you normally get with the Phantom 3 4K version. It doesn't take a USB or anything like that. It only does Wi-Fi, which kind of sucks. I wish it did take a USB, but it doesn't. It only does the Wi-Fi. I've been trying several things. I mean, I've tried reconnecting the controller to the drone. I've tried to turn airplane mode on. I've tried to do a couple other things to get it to working. But the problem I was having was, the problem was that it would not connect to the controller. It might connect for a little bit, and sometimes it'll connect for a little while, but then eventually it just stopped connecting altogether. And the problem was it kept on saying obtaining IP address, and it would get stuck on that. So what I eventually found out what was the problem was I ended up calling tech support at DJI, and they had me go through a couple of things, and they asked me have I used it on another device or whatever, and I told them no, because I didn't really have another device available. So I told them no, and then they asked me what kind of device I had, and I told them I was just using my cell phone, which is the LG G7 cell phone, and they told me that device is not compatible with my drone. So I end up getting an old iPhone, which is like iPhone 5C. And well, me personally, I can't stand iPhones, but that phone was given to us for our grandbaby to play with whenever she gets a little bit more older, and so we just had that laying around. So we charged that up, and then we installed the app on there, and well, it works now. It actually works really good. So now I'm going to have to go out there and buy me either a good Samsung tablet or iPod mini or something. I might just go ahead and get an iPod mini and just call it a day, just so I won't have to have any issues with it. While I am doing this video, let me go ahead and tell you about a few other issues that I've had with this drone. Number one is, at one time I did crash it, and when I crashed it, it went into a puddle, and luckily it wasn't a mud puddle, but it went in a puddle and it got water in it, so I let it dry out, and I was hoping, I was like, man, I hope it still works. So I waited probably like a week or so, and I tell you that week was like, it was like painful to me. I was so worried, and after a week of drying out, I tried to start it up, and lo and behold, it didn't start. I mean, everything came on, the lights came on and stuff like that, but the rotors wouldn't go or wouldn't fly or anything like that. And I was like, man, but it all comes on. So I went ahead and sent it to DJI, and they seen it. Oh, by the way, the camera also worked on it as well. So I sent it to DJI to see if they could fix it, and because I thought it might have been covered under the warranty or whatever. But they said since I damaged it or whatever, so they're not going to fix it for free, and they was going to charge me about either $300 or $600. I can't remember how much they said to fix it. The reason why they said that is because they said that they was going to have to replace the main board and the camera in it, and I knew from where it actually turns on that there was nothing wrong with the camera, so I knew they was lying about that. That or just they was just basically incompetent. So I was like, no, y'all gonna send that back? I'll fix it myself for that price. It's like buying a brand new drone, And at that time, these drones are still $800. And now you can find them for like around, $300 or something like that. And so they sent it back to me, and I did a little bit of research, and I seen that if your drone had a hard crash, all you need to do is take it apart, and on the main board in the middle of it, there's like a black box thing that you have to unhook. If you just take that off, tap on it on the bottom of it, and then put it back on and put it back together, it'll fix it. There's actually a video to show you step by step on how to do that, because there's actually a few more steps to that I kind of left out. But you watch that video, and that actually worked. And as you can see right here, I'm still flying the drone even today. And that's pretty much what I did. And then I took it outside and started her up. Before I took it outside, I found out it was actually working. And then I took it outside, I flew it around, and voila! It was working, no problems, no issues. I was happy, and ever since then, it flew with no problems. Now, the only other issue I've had with this drone was, I wasn't a big drone person, so I didn't always take my drone out. Now I do. Now I'm like always going places to take my drone out and stuff. And so I haven't flew my drone in a long time. It's been like months. The battery went dead on it, so I had to find out how to fix that. And what I did is I had to take the controller apart and unplug the battery, and then wait a few minutes and then plug it back up and put it back together, and it came back on. So those are the only issues I've had with my drones. But anyways, I know this is kind of a long video and I'm kind of talking a lot. But anyways, if this helped you guys out, then let me know down in the comment section. But until next time, live long and prosper, and peace out.